What's up, y'all? This season of Real Housewives of Atlanta might be over, but it looks like the drama is just heating up. Get into this video.
Well, he's a cutie pie. I might put him in Potomac. Okay, yes. Yeah, he can come right on to Potomac.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Richie Scott, and we are back with another video. Yes, and in case you thought the drama was over on the Real Housewives of Atlanta because the season was over, think again, because it looks like the drama is just starting to get good. Before we get into all of that, let's do some due diligence, shall we? If you are new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the notification bell button because you just don't know when we're going to be coming out with new content. I try to come out with stuff as the news breaks, but you know, I'm not always as, I just try to do it as much as possible without giving you guys extra long videos so that you guys are overwhelmed, you know, because that can be a little overwhelming. So I'll give you guys bite-sized content. If you haven't followed me before, you may have seen me on Bravo Stripped. You might have seen me on AfterBuzz Television. And let's see here, what else? Oh, follow me on Instagram at DJ Richie Sky, and also follow me on Twitter at DJ Richie Sky. Okay, so let's get into this video. All right, so you guys may remember a couple of weeks ago, this is kind of when I first got back into YouTube, and this is one of the videos that actually started trending, and I got introduced to a lot of you guys. I'll put that video in the description link below. But here's the thing. The video was about basically Porsha releasing text messages that Nene has sent to her that were a little bit on the vile and disgusting side, basically calling her fat, body shaming her, all kinds of other stuff. And if I can find a screenshot of those text messages, I'm gonna put them up here so you guys can actually read them in full detail. But I'm gonna get into that a little bit more once I start reading to you what has happened now. So apparently the reason why that whole thing basically got dropped real quick and Porsha deleted that post from her Instagram is because Nene's, I guess her attorney or her team, sent her a cease and desist letter. Now, if you guys don't necessarily know by now, this is, I think, the second time Porsha has been sent a cease and desist letter by a castmate. The first time that we know of was from Kandi after the whole drug and rape allegation situation. So a cease and desist letter is basically an order or a request for this person to stop talking about this particular person with regards to this particular issue. I will let you guys do a little bit more research on that on your own if you'd like, but that is the gist of what this is. So, interestingly enough, you know, Porsha's baby special is coming out. It'll be out tomorrow. Depending on when you watch this video, it might already be out. Okay, so we're going to talk about that after it comes out as well, because we want to continue to support all the ladies in the show. But here's the thing. Porsha has revealed exclusively to People magazine that Nene has sent her this cease and desist letter after she released those text messages. Not surprising because, you know, nobody wants their text messages released. And I asked you guys what you guys thought about it, if you guys thought it was okay. I personally don't ever think it's okay to release anybody's text messages, but I get why Porsha did it, to prove a point about what Nene was doing and saying to her behind the scenes while in front of the camera, sort of acting a different way. So that was that. So I'm going to get into what the article actually says, and then we're going to talk about it, okay? All right, so this is by Dave Quinn. He does a lot of stuff with Housewives, particularly with People magazine. You guys can follow him on Twitter at Dave Quinn. He says that Nene Leakes wasn't too happy with Porsha Williams for sharing screenshots of fat-shaming text messages that she had allegedly sent the new mom days after giving birth, so much so that she allegedly sent Williams a cease and desist letter. That's according to Williams herself, who tells People she no longer is pursuing any communication with Leakes after getting the legal paperwork. She says after that whole Instagram back and forth that she started with me, she ended up sending me a cease and desist. So once she sent me a cease and desist, at that point I was like, you know what? This is just a sure sign that I should be done with the relationship, so I'm over it. I'm concentrating on my baby girl and people who love and support me at this moment. A rep for Leakes did not comment to people's requests for a comment. But the OG Atlanta housewife 51 made it clear that she was not a fan of Williams during their social media back and forth. In screen grabs that Williams posted, leaks allegedly called her a lying ass, big, fat, hungry bitch, and a big piggy with a busted shape. Try dieting, leaks allegedly said, referencing Williams' giant body and skinny ankles. That's something you have never been good at. The Dish Nation host had just given birth to her first child, daughter Pilar Jenna, 6 days earlier on March 22nd. Porsha said, I think for anyone who just gave birth and is trying to get used to her brand new body, it's difficult, right? And you wouldn't want anybody to add to how stressful and how mentally you think about yourself. You wouldn't want them to add to the stress of that, so that was hard. So Porsha then asked that we can all support each other, and I think that most of the season got back to really getting into our personal lives and what all of us are going through and the dynamics of how we really do support each other. I think that's what next season will probably do as well. Listen, the drama will be there, that's just life, but I think the sisterhood will continue as it did this season. So, she does sound hopeful, you know, about what is to come next season, and she indicates that she's going to be going back to work at Dish Nation at the end of June. I have to say, a lot of people, they give you support from afar, and I appreciate it. I really do. It takes a village to raise a child, and it takes a village to encourage the mom, so I appreciate the support. I really do. Okay, so let's dive all the way into this, shall we? So it's okay. I'm not shocked that Nene sent a cease and desist letter, because the way the texts that were sent look very damaging to her, because she is basically going off on a pregnant cast member in a way that's just kind of nasty. You know what I'm saying? And at a certain point in time, it's like, if you guys have a big sister, little sister relationship, or whatever the relationship may be, even if you guys are cordial castmates, to me, this is takes it into a love and hip hop territory. And it's very interesting to me, and not to downplay anything that goes on in Love and Hip Hop, because I love that franchise as well. I just think that it's really below the belt for the Housewives. That's what I'll say. And I think that it goes to show, I don't know if it speaks to her character or not, because I don't really know her personally. I just know that it doesn't look good for her. So I'm not surprised that she sent the cease and desist letter, because I think it's never a good thing to release text messages or private conversations that you have had with anybody else. I would never advise that. I think that's I think that's wrong. Let's just be honest. But I think that Porsha did that to prove a point. So I get why she did it. But what do you guys think about this? This whole cease and desist thing. The interesting thing for me is, in the video that we did just yesterday about asking whether or not Nene gets preferential treatment, it's interesting to me that she would resort to illegal action when she herself, again, allegedly choked out a producer and knocked his tooth out. That's funny. It's just a little bit funny to me. I mean, because it's like, I don't know. I'm like, are you really about it? Like, if you putting hands on people allegedly, but the moment somebody releases text messages saying what you have said about them, I don't know. How real are you really trying to keep it? You know? In interviews, she's basically talked about cast members fighting each other and saying she's never done that, but she has. So I don't know. I'm really torn about how to feel about this, and I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys think that Porsha was deserving of a cease and desist letter, or do you think that Nene kind of took it overboard with this whole situation? I want to know what you guys think. You know, did she take it overboard? Is she really keeping it real by sending this cease and desist order? Was it too far? I'm torn about this because I'm like, you talk about keeping it real all the time, but I don't know. When we get a chance to see the real, what you're really saying, it's like, if you sent that, then it's kind of like, is that like taking the punk way out? I don't really know. I want to know what you guys think. Again, fans of both of the ladies, fans of the show in general, I just had to bring this to y'all because I was like, yo, this is kind of crazy right now. Like, this really got out of hand behind the scenes. And now it kind of explains why Porsha was really mum about the situation after it. And I noticed that Instagram post got taken down real quick, okay? Real quick. So, I don't know, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Go off in the comments because this is, I mean, I told y'all, I think I told y'all in another video that just because the season is over, the drama is continuing. All right, so if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel before, please do so right now and hit that notification button because you just don't know when we're going to be coming out with new video and new content. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at DJ Richie Sky, and I will see you guys in the next video.